Okay, hello, welcome back to another episode of Meeple Empire.
Luke dies.
I'm JR, and this is my rather mouthy sidekick Palmer.
Captain Phasma dies.
Before we get into today's topic, of which there will be only one, I just want to say congratulations to the United States of America. Apparently, it only takes being an absolute pedophile to not be voted into the Senate. So, small victory for us. And we'll go.
You know who it's not a small victory for? Admiral Akbar. Because he dies.
Okay, so in this episode of Meeple Empire, we are going to exclusively delve into Star Wars The Last Jedi. And because we all know how I feel, and we will revisit my feelings periodically through this video, let's talk to Palmer, who has some inside information on The Last Jedi.
Snoke dies. There's also one other person who dies. I don't remember their name. They weren't important. But yeah, all those people, dead.
So tell me.
Pretty much a drowning pool song.
Priceless. So, we know that in the first 3 episodes, you were a fan of Star Wars.
I was a fan of Star Wars up until Force Awakens. That repeated kick to the balls that they called a movie just sucked all the joy out of Star Wars, because rather than doing something new or expanding upon the legacy, they just gave me a shittier New Hope.
So, The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Tell me, what have you gotten so far from The Last Jedi?
It's a horrible movie. It sucks. I mean, you're killing off Luke. Oh my god. A bearded old Jedi dies. Where have I seen that before? Oh, that's right. Kenobi. Oh, that's right. Luke also disappears from his robes just like Kenobi. This is bullshit. Be original, goddammit.
Does your feelings begin and end with originality?
It helps.
It helps.
Like,
Well,
I mean, if they would have thrown Jar Jar in this movie,
oh my god,
that would have been one thing. But they don't.
See, Jar Jar ruined Star Wars as a freaking franchise for me.
Oh, and Yoda shows up.
Jar Jar ruined it? Like, what about Samuel L. Jackson? Does
Nah,
he finally say motherfucker in a Star Wars?
He's probably still dead.
So no motherfuckers in a Star Wars?
No.
I was really looking forward to that. Too much. Like I said, for me, Star Wars, I've actually come to the point where I just despise the franchise, and it's all because of Jar Jar.
I mean, you're racist.
I mean, Amidala didn't help, but Jar Jar takes the cake.
No, Jar Jar was almost the best part. There were like 3 great things about the prequels: Amidala, Jar Jar, and the world's greatest pickup line, "Are you an angel?" Which was kind of, it was almost kind of creepy, but the kid was saying it to the adult, so it was fine.
So we can exclusively fit everything I hate about Star Wars. You're saying are the top 3 things that make it a salvaging franchise.
Those are the best things about the sequels: Amidala, "Are you an angel?" Jar Jar. Those 3 things.
There was only one thing.
Ewan McGregor was good. Liam Neeson was good.
There's only one thing worth delving into the world of Star Wars for. Fucking Ewoks.
The holiday special?
Fucking Ewoks.
They're nice and cute.
Ewoks are my spirit animal. My wife wielded the Wicket for her cosplay. I'm sure you can take and let that stew in your imagination. The things that may have happened after the cons.
Nothing?
Whilst in uniform.
Oh, so you guys fought just with her in cosplay?
As my soul dies inside at the accuracy of your comment. However, way to take the fun out of it.
You're welcome.
Too much. So, with all this being said, we've established that everybody dies in The Last Jedi.
Except Rey. Rey, to my knowledge, does not die.
To your knowledge? What do you mean to your knowledge? I thought you've had the opportunity to sit down and view this train wreck that we call a film.
Oh, why God's green earth would I do that?
So all of these spoilerific,
These are true spoilers. Like, I didn't make any of that up. But yeah. Oh, Rey might also hook up with Kylo, which is weird.
Are they like brother and sister?
No, I don't think so. Rey's a nobody. That I do know. Rey is an absolute nobody. The whole thing of like, who's her parents? It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's about as generic as humanly possible.
So
They're not actually Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I was making a point.
It's not.
It's not Luke. It's not Leia. It's not Han. It's not Vader. It's not Yoda. It's not Samuel L. Jackson. It's not Snoke. It's not.
Not for nothing. Like, if she busted out with a motherfucker in the vein of Samuel L. Jackson, I might actually want to go see this film.
It's not the Emperor. It's not Finn. It's not Admiral Akbar. It's nobody.
I just like the name Akbar.
Yeah, so do I. Too bad he's dead too. Which is weird because he's usually good at detecting traps.
So, with all this being said, do you have any recommendations to the viewers as to how or if they should embark on the journey that is Star Wars The Last Jedi?
No one should embark on this journey. But since some people are determined to waste their time with stuff, I've devised a list of stuff that you could do rather than go see this horrendous movie. Let's see. Oh, shut up, phone. Sick of
My
your crap.
apologies in advance, people. My apologies in advance. For even in my delving of Star Wars hatred, am I not this bad? However, number 3 is worth noting.
You could get a root canal without any Novocaine. Get kicked by a mule in your reproductive organs. Watch Lost City of Z. Really don't. It's a horrible movie, but it's better than this. Having a rat crawl up your face and then stabs you in the eyes with a dagger being held in his tail. I like that just for the cute little picture of a rat holding a dagger in its tail. Bungee jump with small rubber bands. I realize that bungees are a rubber band, but I really mean like those elastics that you used to shoot at girls in the 3rd grade because you like them.
This is why he can't get laid. Keep going.
Get run over by an 18-wheeler, get brought back to life, electrocuted, die, and then being forced to watch Anakin's sand speech in hell for all eternity. These are all better things to do with your time. That sand speech is pretty decent. I mean, we all hate sand, and he explains why.
Well, we've established that The Last Jedi should be named something like The True Train Wreck, or
well, I mean, it's true because there are no I would assume there's only one Jedi left at this point because Luke dies, dead, done.
So Mark Hamill's career is now officially over.
He got out of this movie a lot easier than Carrie Fisher did.
I am going to say IRP and take a moment of silence for Carrie Fisher.
I'm sad she died.
Have you no compassion, sir?
Look, we didn't film this the day after. It's been a year now.
Well, on that dark and ominous note, I think we're going to kill this before we turn around and end up in a discussion.
Like they did to Luke, Akbar, Snoke, Captain Phasma, who should just be renamed Boba Fett. She did absolutely nothing in Force Awakens, but she was pushed as like the next greatest character of all time, and then she dies in this movie also doing nothing. Why on earth would you cast a good actress in that role?
Well, stay tuned for our episode in the future on the Lost World of Z
Fetsma,
and how much Palmer absolutely loves said film. Is that going to be like one of your
I'm pretty
top
sure I
favorite
remember
films of the year? Does that come in the top 3? Absolutely. Like,
No,
I've got it
think just misses
upstairs.
it.
I've got it upstairs. You want the digital copy? We
did
can
not-
actually.
You did not buy that horrendous movie.
You'll have to wait till Santa Claus comes to find out if I bought that horrendous movie.
There is no way, because it's not even like you can't even make the argument like you thought it was a zombie movie. Like, the internet exists. You know
Well,
that's not a zombie
not
movie.
for nothing, but for the degree that you hated on that film, we don't know. There's no knowing. Sometimes you just gotta dive in, which is why Jar Jar freaking Binks is a thing.
Jar Jar's awesome.
You just roll the dice and see what happens.
Jar Jar is awesome. Ahmed Best is the forgotten soldier of the digital acting age. He was Andy Serkis before Andy Serkis.
None of that statement is true.
No, that's true.
Not a single syllable.
Phantom Menace came out before Lord of the Rings.
I don't believe that Lord of the Rings was Andy Serkis' first notable role in that vein.
As motion capture? Oh, yeah.
Well, looks like I have homework to do. So,
Yeah.
we're going to turn around and we're going to end on that note. I'm JR. Again,
Luke dies.
this is Palmer. Rest in peace, Mark Hamill, and all of your different veins. Samuel Adams, I really could have used the fucking...
Samuel Adams? Really?
I could have used a motherfucker inside of a Star Wars film. It might have brought me back to the franchise. I'm pretty sure you're all going to hate the words that have come out of our mouth, so try maybe to give us a chance next week. We'll catch you next time.
Luke dies.